And now, truly a special guest, a gentleman known and beloved as Sergeant Bilko. We're fortunate to have him on this particular week because, well, any week we're fortunate to have him, but this week he's particularly busy because next Tuesday night on CBS, he has a big one-hour live special comedy variety show called Phil Silvers on Broadway. Here is Phil Silvers.
How's the flash from Baltimore?
Oh, things are forging along, I suppose. Well, you want to tell the people out there what your secret is, Phil?
Be glad to. I'll tell you, during the week, Gary, I secretly met with my friend Bill Cullen. We went to an out-of-the-way spot, and I told Bill, I says, Bill, let's work out a secret just between us. The other panelists will know about it. And so the secret we worked out was that during the questioning, I will be smoking.
Yeah.
And I told Bill, every time I exhale a puff of smoke, you whisper something strange in Jane's ear.
So you and Bill are in cahoots, and the rest of the panel doesn't know it, right?
Yes, but I've only just started.
Oh, wait a minute. You say Bill is going to, that you are going to send him a smoke signal.
Yes.
I trust that you're going to smoke Winston's?
Well, I'll be delighted. Thank you very much.
Good.
Of course. I know you'll be happy to smoke a Camel.
We're all R.J. Reynolds together.
Yes, they're paying the rent.
Now then, you say there's more than the fact that you're in
there's
cahoots
more
with
to
Bill.
this. Oh, yes.
What's that?
Now, Bill thinks he's the only one in on this. I then called Jane on the phone. Steve answered, and I got him off quick. And I told Jane, you know how inquisitive women are. I said, Jane, let's have a ball between us that the other panelists don't know about, a secret we'll share just together on the show. And the secret being that anytime I refer to Jane, use her name in any manner, hello, Jane, say Janie, oh, you cute Janie, she's to burst out laughing.
So now you've got two panelists double-crossing the rest of the panel, but neither one of them knows that the other one is double-crossing.
Only the beginning.
What do you mean?
I then got in touch with that lovable bachelor, Henry Morgan. I found him in some remote late cocktail lounge. And you know how provocative he likes to be. And I said, Henry, between us, let's play something on the other panelists. They don't know about it. Just between us. I don't even think I'll tell Gary, although I may have to. And the secret being, I said, Henry, anytime I touch my head, which there is a large amount of, you interrupt whatever is going on.
All right, so now we got three panelists in cahoots and nobody else knows about it. That's it, huh?
That's right.
Okay, we're all set?
Not quite.
Not quite.
There's a little gal on the left chalk over there named Betsy. And so I called her. A pediatrician answered, but I got him off the phone.
Her husband?
Yes. And I said, and she's a very alive, dear girl, you know, and she, oh, the fun of it. I said, just a secret between us, Betsy. I said, anytime I take a drink from a glass of water, you raise your hand and ask to be called upon.
So now we've got four people, each of whom are double-crossing the other three, and none of them...
Don't go into it any further. It's way beyond us. I don't know what...
Beyond me, I know that. Let's call the panel back. Oh, no, wait a minute, first, before we do that.
All right.
Let's put up cards so that everybody will know exactly what the cues are.
Fine.
Can you hum something while I'm gone?
I'll be glad to. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Thank you. That's gentlemen.
Camels are fine. They're my sponsor. Knock on wood. Now, who is Frank Lesser with this song?
Tell us about next Tuesday's show while I'm hanging these up, will you?
Well, I'm actually looking forward to it. I was rather nervous when it was being formed, Gary, but everything has fallen in place. And I have the unfortunate position in the show. I have no excuses. I think it's going to be wonderful.
So I
great
hear.
surprises and something that you might be interested in.
Let's send the panel back in while we're chatting, please.
Your dear, chubby little producer, Alan Sherman, who I think is a young man with some great talent, as he proved, and there he is. He is the producer of the show, and so far everything has been so wonderful. I'm looking for a big cloudburst. It can't be this wonderful. He's a great boy.
We may run over tonight because he's not timing anymore. He's just listening. Yeah. All right. Panel, this concerns something that Phil Silvers is doing, and we'll start the questioning with Jane, I think.
Is doing, Phil.
Yes, Jane.
Well, now let me see. Are you doing this from your waist down?
No.
Is it a physical thing that you're doing?
Partly, yes, it is.
Are you using your whole body in it?
What's it to you? This is
No.
It's something that he's doing, and it's a physical action, yes.
Phil.
Janie, you're not talking to me, Janie.
Oh, Bill,
How are you, Janie, dear?
Phil, are you
Look,
using
Jane,
your...
Why don't you
Henry.
get a basis for it? Get a basis for it.
Henry, just
Children?
Your turn will come in a moment.
Phil, does it involve the cigarette that you're smoking?
Partly. Just partly.
Just partly.
Just that it's with me at the time.
Are you doing this with your face more than anything else? With your very funny, lovely face?
Partly with my face.
But, somebody got an
Betsy?
idea? Betsy's got an idea.
Betsy has her hand up. Betsy, you'll...
You know the secret already, Betsy?
I'm thinking about it. Maybe I do.
We have $20 down and $60 to go, and we go from Jane to Henry, please.
Phil, is this in any way observable?
Yes, it is. And I enjoy talking to you, Janie, dear.
I enjoyed it.
Does it have anything to do with Jane?
At this point, no.
Did it at one time?
Merely that she's part of the panel.
We just had a small conference.
I think Betsy
We
has
just had a small...
Betsy?
I passed, then go ahead if you're... She's very anxious.
Betsy, you'll have to wait, honey. I'm sorry. Henry's still on. You can ask your question when we get
Well,
you.
all right, I'm hurrying. Phil, tell me,
$40 down and $40 to go, and we go now to Betsy. Now,
I got it.
Betsy. Yes.
You're smoking a Camel, Gary, and he's smoking a Winston.
By George! She's wrong.
It was a good try, anyway. Well, let's
How
see.
is Steve, Janie, dear?
Just fine, dear.
Oh, Janie, you're a pistol. You're a
Does this
pistol,
have
Janie.
Cut. We're going to forfeit the $80 because I want to explain. We're running out of time. I'm going to ask Jane, will you tell what you think the real secret is? Now, be honest now. All secrets that you might have had now are out in the open.
Well, I'm in on it with Phil.
I know. We want you to explain. We want you to explain to our audience.
Oh, explain to the audience what we're doing. Well, Phil is a very dear old friend of mine who has been kidding my sister and me for years about our ghastly laughs. And he decided that every time he would say Jane to me, I would laugh.
That's the secret.
Panel, do you all want to look over the edge of the desk there?
I think I have the bit
Don't
now.
tell me. That's not the secret?
So each one of you was in cahoots, but in a different way. Out there, we will see you next week at the same time or tomorrow morning on the morning show. Goodbye out there.